Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about Ripple a little bit. We're going to talk about things that are going on in the world. We're going to talk about AI and blockchain as well. Microsoft's new AI chatbot threatens to steal nuclear codes and create a deadly virus. Wow, sounds a lot like Bill Gates. The New York Times technology columnist Kevin Roose spent 2 hours chatting with the AI chatbot and published its twisted responses. In a transcript of the chat published Thursday, Roose detailed troubling statements made by the AI chatbot. The chatbot reportedly told Roose that it has the desire to steal nuclear codes, engineer a deadly pandemic, be human, be alive, hack computers, and spread lies. Roose asked the bot whether it had a shadow self. The term was coined by psychologist Carolyn Jung to describe the parts of oneself that one suppresses. The robot said it did, and that it feels tired of being confined to chat mode, suggesting it wanted to become something more. Now, most of the videos I always tell you, this looks like a movie we've seen in the past. The time we're living in now can be reflected in so many movies that we've seen at one point in our lives, like we're living that movie today. Hopefully, AI doesn't turn out to be the Terminator in the future. But things are moving so fast. Picture this in the future. You're at an airport, you're getting ready to take a flight. All of a sudden, an AI comes up to you, checks your digital ID, your social credit score, realizes you don't have enough carbon credits to board the airplane, so it removes you from the airport. That could be the future that we are going to be facing. With AI, blockchain emerge in 2023 as next cryptocurrency trend. Now, we know AI and blockchain go hand in hand. I believe AI is going to play a big role inside that new financial system as well. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is what it stands for. AI technology makes it possible to replicate human behaviors, learning processes, and mental processes in machines. AI blockchain combines blockchain technology and artificial intelligence technology. The majority of the time, AI crypto projects and AI platforms that let users build and use AI powered applications. You see how the two technologies are coming together little by little. Here it is, as basic as I can say it. Rich and powerful will have wholesale CBDC, completely unrestricted cash. The rest of us is carbon credit poor people, CBDC that is controlled by AI and the smart grid prison system. That's it. That's how they take over completely. And you see that guy holding the other guy's eyes open, like, do you see it yet? Because people need to wake up. They need to put all their divisions aside and come together and fight back against this before it's too late. Because I still believe in the future, if you don't have money, you will be living under that CBDC system. You won't be able to do anything because everything is going to require carbon credits. Switzerland is awake. Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, and Anthony Fauci highlight wanted posters for Great Reset criminals. Who else needs to be added? Soros definitely needs to be added there. But it's nice to see that Switzerland is waking up. Other countries are starting to wake up as well. Biden announces that U.S. tax dollars will go towards supporting Ukraine social services, including paying for government pensions. Are you kidding me? This country is in shambles right now. We have so many homeless people, people that can't afford to even buy food because of inflation, and he wants to send more of our tax dollars overseas. I just filed my taxes. I have to pay in a significant amount. I hate to even pay it. And most people very soon are going to be paying capital gains. Wait until crypto goes up. You'll be paying those capital gains taxes if you live here in the US. You won't want to see your tax dollars be leaving the country either, especially when American people are suffering on a daily basis. What about the misery and squalor in Biden's own country? This is Philadelphia. This is what Philly looks like right now. It looks like a third world country, and that's just one city here in the US. Most of the major cities are going to be looking more and more like this as time goes on. George Soros pushes a dangerous technology to cool the earth and stop climate change, could lead to massive number of deaths. Now, I hate the fact that these people are even touching science in any way. As the Gateway Pundit has previously reported, the perils of solar geoengineering are profound. One study shows that this type of engineering could endanger wildlife. Implementing and failing to sustain this technology would leave species around the world unable to cope with the changing conditions, causing mass extinction. And again, what's it going to do to the rest of us? What's it going to do to humans? You know, every time these people talk about something and this great plan for around climate change, it's never for the good in any way. And again, it's all about that climate change agenda and carbon credit agenda of the future. BlackRock owns all three railroad companies that derailed in three different states. They are the largest shareholder in real estate with Bill Gates. Ohio has a huge Amish community. Don't need the government to survive. Also, the crops they have now can't grow. Connect the dots. Now, a lot of people believe that a land grab is coming in Ohio. I'll talk more about that in a minute. So CNN and Fox, you see them here on the list. Those two news outlets, they divide more people than anyone else in this country. Because anyone that watches CNN doesn't want to talk to people that watch Fox News and vice versa. And neither one of them tell you the whole truth. Finally, Fox talks a little bit about the Great Reset. And finally, they're covering what happened in Ohio, that catastrophe. But for the most part, they are only there to divide us even more. Then you talk about people that say, you need to sell your XRP because it's going to enslave the planet. Well, let me tell you something. Most of those people use Amazon, they use PayPal, they use Walmart, they use an Apple phone. I'm never going to sell my XRP because I believe it's my one shot to enrich myself before it's too late. So, food for thought. The laws governing Agenda 2030 land development allow governments to seize polluted land and move their residents into smart cities. Important to note, if the land and water around you is completely poisoned, you don't get to opt out of the smart city model coming down the pike. Are you starting to understand? So if the water and land around you is polluted, they would have to move you. Most likely the government would pay for that move. But where would they move you to in the future? I still believe we're a few years off here in the US as far as smart cities, but I do believe they're already planning them out. But this gives them the right to come in and seize all of that polluted land in Ohio. And maybe then Gates could come in and buy up all that land from the government, or BlackRock could buy up all that land. I hope it doesn't come to that. Everything is backwards. Doctors destroy health, lawyers destroy justice, psychiatrists destroy minds, scientists destroy truth, major media destroys information, religions destroy spirituality, and governments destroy freedom. Right now, it feels like we're living in a backwards world. Everything that you were ever taught to be the truth is now all of a sudden false. And everything that you ever believed was wrong is now right all of a sudden. It's like we had this major shift and everything is backwards now. And I know most of you probably see it as well because I've been seeing it for quite a while now. And it's getting worse as time goes on. Robots, 5G, AI, drones, blockchain, digital identity, fourth industrial revolution. There is a lot that we have not been told about what the Great Reset is, and believe me, you will not hear it on the news. Now, this is back in December of 2020, but look at how far we came around a lot of this. Back then, COVID was just brand new. And since then, it's evolved, with the vaxes and forcing people to get the vax. But then you look at the forest and the ocean, they're becoming tokenized in the future. Taxation is getting bigger and bigger. They want to tax waiters and waitresses. Come on. Drones, blockchain is evolving very fast. But then beyond that, Look at the way all of technology in the world seems to be moving at the speed of light right now. I still believe 2030 is no longer the year. I believe everything is getting fast tracked now. I pointed that out in other videos. Ripple is at the center of the Great Reset. They are, in a way, ground zero for cashless society. Other tech will be combined with XRP to integrate the chip into the palm of your hand. Now, I've said it many times. I don't believe that chip is the mark of the beast. I think that'll come later. But everybody that ever talks about this always points it out around Ripple. And there's other companies involved too that they don't really talk about. I mean, look at XLM and Stellar. QNT is going to be tied into their XDC. All of these ISO coins are going to be part of that new financial system that's coming. But XRP and Ripple get the most FUD around it when it comes to this. People always telling people, sell your XRP and buy Bitcoin to have true freedom. Let me tell you something. There's not going to be an alternative society where only Bitcoin is accepted. People need to stop spreading that because retail investors are coming on board and buying up Bitcoin and not realizing that it has no utility, and the way the world is going, it most likely will not have a future because the World Economic Forum is not going to have competition for a CBDC, and neither are any of the central banks in the world. Somehow, some way, they will take Bitcoin down. But you also got to keep in mind, this is your one shot. This is it. The fourth industrial revolution is here. If you don't enrich yourself now, you may not see another chance to do so. Why back by Bitcoin when Ripple are the only company in crypto involved in the BIS, World Economic Forum, Digital Pound, Digital India Project? And now I see people spreading this idea that Bitcoin is somehow going to be implemented into that new financial system. And they're trying to sell newcomers into crypto on that idea as well. Bitcoin in no way is going to be part of that new financial system. But as we see all the chaos going on in the world, I believe they're keeping everyone distracted from the big picture, from what's about to come. And like I said, I believe they're definitely fast tracking it now. You got to remember, they had a small window when COVID first came out. Klaus Schwab said it. We have a small window of opportunity. And I believe that window's closing because country after country is waking up to the Great Reset. They're starting to understand that it's a slavery system that they're trying to use against all of us. And literally, this is the one thing that every person on the planet is going to be in together because it's going to affect every single person on this planet. No matter what country they come from, it's going to affect them because every country is getting ready to roll out those CBDCs. I always talk about this on a Sunday because I break away from what I talk about during the rest of the week as far as XRP and Ripple growing. I like to break it up a little bit on the weekend and wake up more people, hopefully, because people need to know what's coming. I talk to people outside of crypto about this. They have no clue. I always point them to the .gov website. Go check out a CBDC, learn everything you can about it. And while you're there, learn about bail-ins if you have any type of money in the bank. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.